Aloha and good morning. Today's mini lecture is going to be a very, very important mini lecture. Now, you know, we've done hundreds of videos showing you all different types of techniques, protocols, practices, disciplines, and so forth to be able to actually advance your health and wellness. Most of the more higher advanced learning, of the information we're putting out is on Earther Academy. And that's where you really get a chance to be able to dig deeper into the 50 departments that we have called terrain modification. One of the departments I'm going to show you now is one of the most important departments, and this is to regrow your gut wall flora. Your gut wall flora, those are your bacteria, the good ones that live in your stomach, that live in your intestines, your colon. And from here, your body's bacteria, the good ones, basically just about manipulate the rest of your body. They're like your military. And the problem is that most people have dysfunctional gut wall flora because of many different problems, many different reasons. So today what we're going to do is not really go over the reasons why you have bad gut wall flora. And that's GMOs, the mercury fillings, you swallowing the vapor, your body being demineralized, not having enough D3, having pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, all these types of things. There's lots of them. Breathing chlorine, drinking fluoride. So life is, negotiating lots of different assaults, and we have to go ahead and learn that we do live in a toxic world. And you do need not only to learn the detoxification and rejuvenation protocols, that we have at Earther Academy, but you need to go ahead and actually practice them, practice them. The number one thing that you can go ahead and do without changing your diet, remember, clean your skin. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, Look at it as a filter. And if this filter's clogged, that means you have body fat. That means that you can't see through your skin. And I'm only showing you, look, I'm 56 years old. I've lost 40 pounds of garbage on my body, 40 pounds. And the way I'm showing you right now is part of the reasons why you can go ahead and actually shed debris, shed parasites, shed toxicity, all these different layers. So today's mini lecture, we're just going to specialize on gut wall flora, very simple. So to understand gut wall flora, we've done lots of lectures on Earther Academy. Look at all my fermentation videos that we have on YouTube. This is something that you want to put into your world. You're going to want to also learn the ketogenic diet. You're going to also want to upgrade your kitchen to a Earth Shift kitchen so you could make all this stuff. You can see we have you can see my kitchen here. It's all simple superfoods, like Icelandic kelp powder, noni powder, moringa, triple blend seaweed, cinnamon powder, carob, spirulina, chlorella, all different types of shilajit powder, baobab, sodium bicarbonate, activated charcoal, These are the things that you need to go ahead and actually really have in your kitchen, to be able to make hundreds of different recipes. Remember, it's superfoods and liquids. It's really going to help you. The farmer's market is the next best level, because why? Because you need to get nutrient-dense foods if they're live. You have to grow them in your garden. Again, we go over a lot of this in Earther Academy. Let me show you the lineup here. Now, I've got about 7 different ferments, and these ones we're going to go ahead and show you how to refill this, but these are different ferments, and the ferments are beautiful because they grow the bacteria, and all you need is sugar to be able to grow these things. But we're going to add a few other things, to the list here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to go ahead and actually, not really how to make them, I show you on other videos how to make them. This is how to regrow them. Remember, you don't take the probiotics by your mouth, If you do, this one's 100 billion strong. This is our probiotic that we sell at Earth Shift. And remember, everything I'm going to show you here is at Earth Shift. It's all wholesale, direct, You're not buying from stores, you're buying from the internet. And you're passing up the middleman. Best deal there is. But not only that, you do need tools. And many of the probiotics, they're not as good as you think, So many of the minerals you're going to have, the silica, just the packaging and different things like this, this is what I use. This is what I try to get people to be able to really, if you want to step up, You got to make it easy for people. You got to make it economical, and you got to make it efficient. So remember, you're not going to take the pills, because if not, you go through one bottle in a month. No, all you need is one pill, okay, really out of this bottle to be able to grow your farm. And here's my farm right here. These are all different ferments here. This is soursop. You can see it's got a lot of bubbles in it, okay? This is, let's see, what is this one? That's cucumbers and different vegetables, cabbage, and this one here is pineapple. So this one here is tamarind, coconut, big piece of lemon in there, okay, some pineapple too, and plus I'm putting in minerals I'm going to show you to refill. This one's got also tamarinds loaded full of vitamin C, soursop, and also cherimoya. And this one, you can see it had a big piece of sugar cane in there, and these are all big pieces of coconuts, and you can see the bubbles coming off of there. That's because it's fermented. You only drink them down to halfway, and then what you do is you never have to add the probiotics ever again. Okay, why? Is because you're going to add sugar to the solution. Okay, so the microbes, the bacteria, can go ahead and refeed. Once they refeed, what do? They replicate. Okay, so what you're doing is being a farmer. And the best thing is, remember, these things are already alive. They've replicated many hundreds of times over and over and over again. They're alive. Do you really think by taking this pill right here, when you swallow it, it's going to go ahead and survive? That's why they want you to have so many of these things. Why? It's because they're not effective for them to, for your body to be able to absorb them. It's because this powder, okay, in there, it's not alive. You got to feed it first. You got to wake it up. You got to let it have many generations of growth. Okay, and that's what the sugar does. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put on my camera here on the tripod, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the lineup here. Okay, again, we're not going to use the bacteria anymore. I have distilled water, which I'm going to fill this back up with. If you don't have distilled water, use purified water. Don't use alkaline water, because these are acidic. Remember, they're ferments. So I'm going to put in a cap full of silica to put back in each one of these. Okay, we're refilling this. We're not putting the bacteria in anymore, but we're going to go ahead and remineralize it. I'm going to put in about 20 drops of the magnesium drops. Okay, and those are loaded full of minerals. I'm going to put a squirt of fulvic acid in there also. You don't have to use the fulvic, but I like to use the fulvic because it's full of plant minerals, and it does have other properties in there, boron, zinc, and 80 plant minerals. You can add to make it have a different flavor, because this is also a ferment. This is our coconut aminos. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't have a, usually sometimes it'll at the top let some of the air out. But this is a soy sauce alternative that we sell at Earthshift, okay? And this is really good to go ahead and add, because you can add ferments in your ferments to make them actually flavor better and taste better. So we're going to add an ounce of sugar in each one, okay? And that's it. Mix it up. You don't have to use the soy sauce, so we'll put this over here. You can add these different ingredients. These are our organic rose hips, okay? These are full of vitamin C. You can add organic pine nuts, only organic here, no pesticides, insecticides, herbicides. You're starting to stay away from Roundup. You can make one out of the fats from avocados, okay? Cucumbers, okay? This is cabbage, as you can see, and the cucumber. It's not bright green anymore. I want it to break down, because I want them to go ahead and have the bacteria that's on these specific plants to be able to make. That's why you make them with different ferments. The genius part about making like sauerkraut and stuff is because the bacteria that's in the sauerkraut, that's decompositioning, okay, the sauerkraut comes out. And so what you want to do is you want to replicate it. So this is very smart, okay? So all you're doing is being a farmer. The bacteria are alive, so when you swallow them, okay, they have a chance to go ahead and live in your stomach. This is what's going to go ahead and control a lot of your brain chemicals. This is in a good way. This is going to go ahead and make your gut wall flora, okay, start to go ahead and get like a new set of military that move in to beat up on all the bad guys that are in the gut flora. But there are protocols. If you want to keep these guys alive here, okay, you got to go ahead and follow some rules. And there are some rules to be able to follow if you want to stay healthy, wealthy, happy, and wise. So again, you know, it does take time and effort to be able to research this and learn. You're going to school, okay, right now. Think of it. Okay, the information you're getting is priceless. This is priceless information. Why? Because everybody's got messed up gut flora. Everybody. Remember, disease starts where? In the gut. Yes, it does. Okay, and when you find that out, you want to make sure that you protect your gut wall flora. And of course, this doesn't cost you any money at all to go ahead and do. Okay, so again, buy whatever you want to buy, but beware. And you have to be very careful, because what happens is there's a lot of people diluting. Like, one quick thing here. Our silica, okay, is a 3.75 times concentrate, okay, which means that the normal silica that's sold on the market that we buy from the same company, we don't dilute it. The other companies go ahead and actually dilute it down, okay, to, you could make 4 bottles, okay, out of this one bottle, because you just add water. So why would you buy the water? You only need a small amount, and this is in a concentrate. Okay, same with the magnesium, same with the fulvic. This fulvic's a pH of 2.2. Don't get bamboozled. You're wanting to buy the fulvic. It's fulvic acid. And a lot of the fulvic acids that people buy, they're a pH of 5 and 6 and 7, some of them. That's ridiculous. That's just water. Okay, very low amount of the fulvic minerals that are in there. Okay, this is a pH of 2.2, so if there's a difference between like a pH of 2, it goes up like the Richter scale on earthquakes. Okay, difference between a pH of 2 and 3, just like an earthquake between a 2 and a 3 is 10 times. So you can make 10 bottles if you wanted to make a pH of 3 out of that. If you wanted to make a pH of 4, 10 times to the third power, okay, 10 times 10 times 10, 10 times 10 is 100, 100 times 10, okay, 1,000. Okay, and it keeps going up, 10,000. So you can go ahead and see, you can make thousands of bottles out of this one bottle if you want to dilute it down to a pH of 5, okay, 6, 7. So let's set my camera up here. Again, you can do this any way you want to. The best thing is that there is no specific way to do this, but there is definitely some protocols to follow to be able to keep your bacteria healthy, wealthy, happy, and wise in your stomach. Okay, so this is the organic sugar. I just bought this from Costco, and what I'm going to do is, and I keep it in the freezer, I'm going to put an ounce in each one of these. Getting toward the end, and I only use sugar just to put in my ferments. I don't add sugar to myself, anything. Okay, so I put in about an ounce in each one. And if you put a little bit more in, it just means that you have to go ahead and wait a little bit longer for it to ferment. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of living silica in, because I want the silica in my ferments. I want the bacteria to eat the silica. I want them to eat the minerals, okay? And so I'm just going to put like a capful in. You don't even need a capful, just a half a capful in each one. Remember, this is super concentrate. And what does it taste like? Sort of like water, okay? It's all live. It's living silica. That's what it's made for. Okay, and silica is necessary to go ahead and get beautiful skin. It's necessary for you to go ahead and not get wrinkles on your face. Okay, it's necessary for you to be able to have so your skin can actually regenerate, so your muscles can regenerate. You can see, look, you can see through my skin. You can see the veins, and these veins basically they're there because I've taken away all the lymph garbage on my body. Okay, you can see my stomach muscles. Why? It's because I've taken away all the lymph, all the debris, okay, that lives underneath my skin, which is just a paper thin layer. It's like as thick as this bag right here. Okay, that's it. And it is transparent. Should be able to see through your skin. And the more veins you have, the more you can see through your skin, the better solar panel you are. Okay, so same thing now. We're gonna now add more minerals. This is the magnesium minerals. It's got about 80 different minerals there. I'm gonna put in about 10-20 drops, a couple squirts. Okay, so if you put a little bit more, it doesn't matter. I'd rather always put a little bit more than a little bit less, because when you drink this, you just drink a few sips. You're not drinking the whole thing, okay? I only drink a few sips at a time. That's all you need, just to reflourish it. And the best thing to do is try to go ahead and drink these ferments like 10 times a day, okay? Without having, and if you do have food, anytime you have food, you always, always, always drink the ferments after that. Okay, this is the fulvic acid. I'm going to put a squirt in each one, and this adds boron that we add to the fulvic acid here. And a lot of fulvic acids, like I said, we get this specially made. Okay, we use this for a variety of different skin ailments. I use this to be able to mix with iodine to be able to make it so it actually works better when I put it on my thyroid to be able to absorb iodine. I use this for wrinkles. We go over all these protocols in Earther Academy, how to use fulvic acid internally and externally. Remember, there are secrets to being able to make your skin so it looks healthy. Again, I'm 56 years old. I've lost 40 pounds of debris. Okay, so now what we're doing now is just filling it up. distilled water I'm going to use because I have a distilled water maker, which is something that you definitely want to see if you want to buy. Okay, we have those on Earther Academy. When you join Earther Academy, just for $120, you get all your monies back. And part of the monies you get back is $100 in our student store at Earther Academy, and get yourself a steam distilled water unit. Okay, so you could make pure H2O, and you use that as your base. You can always alkalize it, you can always mineralize it, but I drink distilled water every day because it super cleans me. And now what you do is just use a wooden spoon. So I get all these from Earth Shift too. Remember Earth Shift Kitchen, pots, pans, change your silverware over to bamboo, and try to upgrade as many things as you can. Your detergents, switch them over to Dr. Bronner's we have. Okay? Having an Earth Shift Kitchen only lets you so you could live just a cleaner life, and you can play around in your kitchen, and it's fun to go ahead and make these recipes. Why? Because you get healthy, wealthy, happy, and wise. That's why. Okay, and I've got, like I said, hundreds of good hours. I have hundreds of videos. Okay, we have probably 300 hours of what I've done to be able to regain back not only my mental sanity, my emotional sanity, but my physical sanity too. Okay, remember, your body can repair itself. You do need to repair the software program. Okay, you do need to repair the hardware program. And part of the software program you're going to go ahead and repair is your gut wall flora. Remember, you're going to repair your body's liquid level. You want to have a lot of liquids in your body and have a little bit of food. The best thing anybody could do too is, if you really want to get smart, is learn intermittent fasting. Try to fast a day a week on distilled water. Okay, try to fast a day a week and do something. I don't care if it's just having smoothies all day, or just having salads all day, or just whatever it would be. You want to decrease your sugar content as much as you can, your carbohydrate system as much as you can. Why? Because parasites eat all that garbage. Okay? Remember, you think that you can break down glucose as easy as you think? Then take your clothes off and look in the mirror and tell me that you can. Remember, can you see through your skin? This is how you get thin skin. This is how I've shown lots of bodybuilders how to stay in shape all year long. Remember, those guys diet and they do all the wrong things because they're taking a bunch of sugar in your system. Remember, there's sugar that your body will break down. It's very simple sugar. Number two, there's carbohydrates, both 4 calories per gram. Very simple fuels. Body grabs them up easy. Why? Because they only have 4 calories per gram. They're easy to go ahead and process. Okay, the next is alcohol, 7 calories per gram. Your body overrides. When you put alcohol in your body, it's why you never mix it with food. You only drink alcohol by itself, okay, before your food. And you should go ahead, if you want to have any alcohol, you should go ahead and drink the alcohol we show you how to make, with the vodka, with all the minerals, with the silica, the magnesium, MSM, and all the different minerals. Look up on Earther Academy. Okay, there are ways to do alcohol fast. There's all these different things, okay? So the next level is oils. Fats. And we're talking good fats, not trans fatty acid, not garbage fats, okay? This is what you want to really run your body off of, but you have to train it from eating simple, okay, sugar, carbohydrates, okay? Alcohol, okay, is not as bad as you think for you. It's really good to go ahead and have a few sips, as you've noticed. Most people that live a long time do drink alcohol all the time. Okay, it's just what alcohol and how you drink it and when you drink it. You never mix it with food, though, I'll tell you that. Okay, and you want to stay away from garbage alcohol. I don't care if it's beer, okay, yeast. Feed that with sugar. What do you think you get? You get fat, okay? That's why everybody drinks alcohol and they have sugar. Guys, you're just opening up a fermenting farm inside your body to be able to make bad bacteria, okay, the bad bacteria be able to propagate and colonize. And you don't have that many good bacteria. Why? It's because that's, remember, if you got body fat, you have intestinal problems, okay? You probably have leaky gut syndrome. This is going to help massively. I'm not saying cure anything, and we don't actually treat any diseases at all. That's all BS, okay? We terrain modify everything. That's why it's important, essential for you to learn the terrain modification departments. Okay, put this together so you could self-teach yourself and become your own doctor. Remember, it's your own experiment, so experiment on yourself with care. Ask your doctor if you can get healthy, okay? Ask your doctor if you could go ahead and learn some reasonable and logical things. This is what I did. Remember, I've been practicing for 35 years being a doctor, okay? Teaching and sharing and learning and investigating, okay? And rewinding and relearning a lot of stuff, just about everything. Okay, so, you know, in order to stay healthy in this world, you've got to learn from other people. You have to go ahead and actually also see. Remember, it's not the degrees they have on the wall. Just because someone doesn't have a degree, you want to look at their pedigree too. Okay, what is their body and their mind and their emotional grounding? How are they? Because whatever they're doing, I'd like to follow a little bit. Okay, and a lot of people that you want to learn from don't have degrees, but they have a pedigree. Look at their body. Okay, they do have something to share with you and teach. It's not easy to go ahead and get a physique. You have to put time and energy into it. And a physique means that you're taking care of your body, your church. Okay, so number one again, okay, if you're going to learn fermentation, you want to add that into your diet. Okay? Okay? Because that's, remember, rebuilding your gut wall flora, rebuilding your military, sending a fresh group of new military inside your stomach. Okay, remember that? The military, your stomach, is 90% of your immune system, 80% of your immune system, depending on what you read. If that's the case, well, shoot, I got a lot of rebuilding to do. Of course you do. You have to rebuild the nervous system, detoxify, remove the debris, and remineralize. Those are some of the departments, okay? Cleaning the skin, getting out in the sun to be able to grab D3 and also get the information from the plasma, if your body will absorb it. Okay, so the next layer, remember, goes from sugar, carbohydrates, alcohol, fats, 9 calories per gram fats. Okay, then you go to ketones. Ketones is a superior fuel, and this is why you want to learn the ketogenic diet. We share that at Earther Academy. This is what I do. This is what the best athletes in the world do. Okay, learn from the best athletes and look and see their pedigrees. They don't have degrees. They have pedigrees, okay? So you have all these different layers, okay? And you have to be able to understand the most crucial energy, okay? It's not the carbohydrates, it's not the sugars, it's not the protein, okay? Protein's 4 calories per gram too. It's easy to grab, okay? It's not the alcohol, okay? It's not the oils, it's plasma, it's the sun. And when you stop eating for a while, your body is a flex fuel machine. It'll process any one of those fuels in combination and or separately, okay? But it won't process them all, and you'll store, okay, or you'll colonize microbes, because if you eat too much sugar, what do you think happens? Your body can only break down so much. Why do you think there's so many diabetics? 200 pounds a year of sugar, okay, people are ingesting in their body. That's ridiculous. And I'm not having it, so someone's having mine. Someone's having my sodas too, okay? 40 to 60 gallons of soda a year? That's criminal to yourself, guys. Your body's a church. You don't drink phosphoric acid. You don't drink aspartame and false sugars, okay? You just don't do that. Your body's a church. Smarten up. Put your critical thinking caps on. Do your research, okay? Instead of watching cable television, start doing research and investigate. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody, okay? Remember, question everything. Question what I'm telling you, of course. Question anybody who's telling you anything. Okay, so when you do get sick, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to go to the doctor. Remember, you're going to go ahead and see their degrees, and you have to go ahead and say, take your clothes off so I can see your pedigree, so I can see if you can help me or not, because I need detoxification. I need remineralization. Okay, I need to learn how to go ahead and actually do many different protocols and practices, okay, including rebuilding my gut wall flora, my nervous system, okay, and releasing a bunch of mental baggage and releasing a bunch of emotional baggage. Can you help me, Doc? Okay, this is what you need to see. This is what you need to say. This is what you need to, if not, you're just going to get your system managed. And I'm not saying that pharmaceuticals don't work. They do help with managed things, but you're going to wind up getting secondary, tertiary, and maybe 5, 6, 7 different chemicals, because remember, they're synthetic chemicals. You put those in your body, and they do give residue. They do. Okay, so you wind up getting more prescriptions and more medications to be able to combat the first problem that you had to start with. Now you got second problem from the first medication, and you got a third problem, and all of a sudden now you're taking 10, like I hear so many people doing. Remember, obesity, 100 million people, 100 million in the United States. Okay, fix your gut wall flora, guys. Open up your skin pores, decrease your sugar. I don't know what else to say. Remember, put your smart thinking cap on, but then again, you may be too toxic. Give yourself an examination in the mirror. Look in the mirror. There's no arrogance here, guys. Your body's your church. It's run by the 2 temples up here. Okay? Look in the mirror and give yourself a body examination. Okay? You're your own doctor. Remember? Look at yourself. Look and see what you need to do to rebuild yourself. Remember, the body is your holy temple. It is the holy land that lets you walk on the holy land of the planet. Okay? Remember, try a blood-free diet. Try it. I just did many lectures and different ideas. Guys, if you think that drinking blood and eating dead carcass, dead flesh, okay, cadavers, if you think that's good for you, keep on doing it. Remember, it's loaded full of insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. It's been fed GMO foods. Okay, vaccines, hormones, and antibiotics. I can keep on going. Fluoride in the water, all different hormones to fatten everything up, and you're ingesting all the brain chemicals, the death, the suffering, the misery, the sin, okay, that the guilt that's in these animals. You betcha there is. Okay, and someone had to murder them. Watch the movie Earthlings. Remember, try to clean up your act. Remember, if you love, oh, I love my meat. No, it's because your parasites are controlling your mind. They're mind-controlling parasites. So you need to get your gut wall flora under control. Okay? Remember, your body's your church.